Hi, I'm Linda Anderson from Anderson Elder Law, and I just want to talk a minute about continuing care retirement communities, abbreviated as CCRC. Under Pennsylvania law, the idea is that you can have what is actually regulated as an insurance product for care at different levels. So when you think about a CCRC, a continuing care retirement community, the first thing to determine is what exactly is included in their campus, in their levels of care. And so many times there is an independent level, and then as you need support for activities of daily living or perhaps you have cognitive decline, you may need to transition to personal care. And personal care will help with certain things like meal preparation and medication management. And then perhaps the need for support goes higher, and there's some CCRCs that will actually have skilled nursing facilities that are actually on their campus. So when you're thinking about the CCRC, the first thing to understand is that you're not actually purchasing any real estate. You're getting care under an insurance product, and you need to understand what levels of care are actually included. And there are ways in the Department of Health Records or on Medicare.gov Nursing Home Compare to actually evaluate the different levels of care and see how they've been doing in terms of whether there have been any deficiencies, how their inspections been, and whether or not there's any reason for concern. All too often, people are shown a beautiful decorated model at the independent level with an expectation that you're going to make a decision. My suggestion is that you look at the highest level that's available there and make sure that you research how their performance has actually been. And understand that if they don't have a skilled nursing facility on their campus, ask them where is it that people go when they actually require that level of care. Because for many people going into a CCRC, especially as a married couple, it's very comforting to know that if somebody that you're married to requires a higher level of care, that they'll still be on the same campus. Or if you yourself have a surgery and need some Medicare rehab, that you're going to actually go to a place where your friends and your spouse perhaps are right there able to visit you. When you think about a CCRC arrangement, you have to understand that the contract is designed to explain to you that you are giving up control. And the idea is that you are going to assume that the decision as to when it's time to move from independent to personal care or personal care to skilled nursing is going to be based on your decision or perhaps your family's decision, only to read the contract and understand that in fact the CCRC will control that decision. That's not to say that it doesn't include a careful review, and many contracts will have a provision where the process includes the family or the family doctor, but do understand that the decision is ultimately going to be the CCRC. When you also think about a CCRC, it's gotten very complicated in terms of the types of agreements that actually are offered now. Back at the beginning, there may have been very few that would offer a refund after the person's passed away. Now there are many other places that will include an option so that you pay a certain amount and it'll be amortized over a period of time so that perhaps after 5 years your entrance fee is non-refundable. And in those cases, many times the monthly fee will never go up. There's another type of contract where if you're expecting to get a full refund and there's no amortized entrance fee, then in fact the monthly fee will go up as you progress up the continuum of care. Another issue that sometimes comes up is beyond the control or beyond the refund of the entrance fee, but is absolutely, what is it that will happen when and if you're unhappy with the determination or the decision you've made to move into a CCRC. And that you actually have to understand that your unique contract will actually define what potential refund you may or may not be entitled to receive. And so when you think about moving into a CCRC, I've had many people absolutely bloom in an arrangement where there's increased socialization and care coordination and a safety net. I've had other people who have, even if they were at age 90, say, I don't want to be surrounded by just older people. For them, the homogeneous population just doesn't fit them. So again, there are ways to try a respite stay. There are ways to talk to other friends that may live there and actually tour. But know that every single CCRC has its own special way of approaching the contracts, and each one has their own culture and environment. If you need more information, please feel free to call the office.